Hello, my name is Jeff Beltz, and I'm going to be walking us through the Plano Traffic Ticket Lawyer website for clients who have found this site and are looking for help in the area with citations out of Plano or Collin County. What I've done is I've created a couple of landing sites that have some really good information on it, so I'm going to walk us through that information. First off, it's important to understand what an attorney can and cannot do for a client out of the city of Plano, and so most of my site revolves around helping clients understand what exactly it is that an attorney does for a client in Plano. If you go through the site that we have and you click on Plano Ticket Lawyers, you'll see that there's some really good information there about what happens when your case goes into warrant in Plano, and what an attorney does when a ticket is not in warrant. So I want to focus in on this area right here. What is it that we actually do once we're hired as an attorney on your case? First off, the main thing that we do is we contact the court immediately and plead the client not guilty. Now, when you plead the client not guilty, what that does is that reserves all of their constitutional rights to contest the case later on. If we have to go to trial, or if we need discovery, or want to file motions to quash, to dismiss a case, all those things are protected once you plead not guilty. And so not guilty doesn't actually mean that the violation didn't occur, or that the person wasn't actually doing what they've been alleged to have done. It just means that we're trying to preserve that person's rights to go back into court and to contest the matter later on. So after we plead the client not guilty, what happens next is the court then contacts us and gives us a new court date. That court date is called an attorney pretrial setting. At that attorney pretrial setting, we get to go in to Plano and discuss your case with the prosecutor. And at that point, that's where we determine whether or not a case can be dismissed, if it needs to be set for trial, or if we can negotiate a good agreement for the client in order to keep that case off of their record. So that pretrial is very important to understand how it works, because there's still people out there that think that simply by hiring an attorney that their case is going to automatically be dismissed. And a decade ago, many times that was the case, especially in the city of Dallas. However, many of these cities, Plano being one of them, have monetized the traffic ticket system so well that you're not normally going to get a case dismissed at a pretrial setting. In order to have that happen, even have the chance of having that happen, you're going to have to either set it for trial or file some pretty extensive motions in order to have that happen. So at that pretrial setting, if we don't get your case dismissed, one of three things can happen. One, we can negotiate a deal with the prosecutor in order to keep it off your record, which is usually done through something called deferred adjudication. Two, we can reset the case in order to have you evaluate it to see if you want to accept an offer from the prosecutor or set the case for trial. Or three, we can go ahead, if we know that we need to set that case for trial, set it for trial. So those are the three things that happen at the first setting in Plano. And so what we do with our clients is we make sure that they understand their options in the beginning and understand their goals and expectations in the beginning, so that we know exactly what we want to do at that pretrial setting to save as much time as possible. So when you hire our office, the very first thing we do after getting your basic contact information is we ask you, what are your goals and what are your expectations? And it's up to you to outline those goals and expectations. For example, if you want us to go into the pretrial setting and say we don't get it dismissed, you want to make sure to get the best deal possible to keep it off your record, then we'll do that for you. If you're leaning more towards a trial if the case isn't dismissed, and you want to obtain discovery material to make sure that the officer can prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, then we can do that for you. If you know that you're going to want a trial no matter what if the case isn't dismissed, then we need to know that as well, because we can also set up the case in order to do that for you. So you really, as the client, control the processes and procedures more so than the attorney. It's your case, and we serve at your pleasure. And so just make sure when you're hiring our office that you're very clear about what your goals and expectations are, so that we make sure to work the file the way that you want it worked. So that's the basics of what an attorney can do for you in the city of Plano. Now, it's a difficult court. There's no doubt about it. Dismissals aren't always granted in that court. You've got to fight really hard for them. But that makes it more important than ever to make sure that you consult an attorney in a court like this, because if not, your record can really stand to get some dings on it. And in Texas, they're so strict on traffic violations and convictions that you really can't afford to have anything on your record nowadays. So if you want to contact us after watching this, the easiest way to do it is, if you've clicked on the Plano Traffic Ticket Lawyers link, right to the right hand side is the Contact Us link. And when you click on that, it'll bring you to a site that shows you exactly where we're located. It'll show you our reviews, and then it'll also give you our contact information. The easiest way to contact us is by telephone, of course, 214-321-4105. But if you don't have that ability, you can always chat live with us online. We have that ability here. You just fill out your name, your email, the subject, and the message. Right now you see no one's online because it's still, we don't start that until 9 a.m. in the morning, but still you can leave a message and a paralegal will get back with you as soon as possible if you'd rather do that. So yeah, I mean, that's the main ways to contact us for tickets out of Plano. If you have any questions or concerns, give us a call. We're happy to help. We look forward to serving you.